A&M University.
That's my favorite part to eat. So How about now? No, nothing. Check, check, check. You can't hear him. Check, 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 check. Oh, there we go. Love it.
There, Ray, we have to do this right quick. And now Ray should be.
It's just something we got to clean up. Now we're at the mercy of what other teams do. And so the Panthers, I'm sure, though, today, I just rode up with the coaches. In fact, they seem ready to go to defensive staff. So we're going to definitely have a wonderful, wonderful evening playing Virginia-Lynchburg. We hope that those errors that we make seemingly sometimes each week are cleaned up today.
The Panthers lost the toss. The Dragons of the University of Lynchburg will kick off. Dwanye Tucker is deep. They're going to kick it away from Tucker. It'll go out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The flags will come in. We'll get it at the 35.
Yeah, we'll get it at the 35. Now, this is our strong point offense. You want to start fast, in a situation like this. Want to put our defense in a very good position in terms of time, score, and those things like that. And so we look forward to our offense being a strong point of our team starting fast here this afternoon.
The University of Lynchburg, a very small Baptist college in Lynchburg, Virginia. Not a lot about it. In 1886, the Virginia Baptist State Convention founded the Lynchburg Baptist Seminary as an institution of self-reliance and racial pride and faith. Its first offered class was in 1890, renamed Virginia Seminary under the direction of Gregory Willis Hayes, the second president of the college, who served from 1891 to 1906. We'll give you some more information on the University of Lynchburg here in a minute. Slot left, coming in motion. It's going to be Jared Scott getting the start for the Panthers. Trips left now. Tucker comes to the right. It's a slot left, or pardon me, slot right, trips left. Morton with a lot of time. He's going to skip now to the 35-yard line, roll over to the 40, and just dive toward the 42-yard line. Good field awareness that time by Morton.
Right, good coverage that time by Virginia-Lynchburg. Covered up his first and second options, but Morton that time able to pick up 7 yards on the first down, so it'll be 2nd and 3.
Here come the Panthers on a 2nd and 3 with a double slot. Morton in the backfield. Tucker will get it to the left. Tucker finds a hole, 35, 50, 45, 40, all the way down to the 35-yard line. But guess what? Flags on the Dire Straits make the song Dirty Laundry. Dire Straits, there's a song called, We've Got Dirty Laundry, and it's in the form of flags on the field for the Panthers of Prairie View. Holden saw it. My galaxy was, but didn't even have to. Hers is probably different.
Not that kind of laundry.
Well, airing your dirty laundry. I'm sure that's what Kelly Rowland's song is about. I'm sure this dirty laundry is about not washing your clothes on time. How about that?
There's another flag on the plate.
Okay, something's going on with our crowd noise mic here, folks. We'll get it together here in a minute. That's going to bring the Panthers all the way back from the positive yardage back to the, call it 36-yard line. 2nd and 10. Here comes Tucker on the right side. Quick pass. Right side gets over to, is that Medina? Catching it on the right side. No, that's Jordan Jones making the catch, and it's going to be enough for a first down. That's the Panthers' first down of the afternoon.
Yes, nice play design that time by the Prairie View coaching staff. Sort of a trail route by the tight end.
Tucker gets it. That's going to be a gain of 3 for Tucker there. I'm just trying to adjust now. How about now? What do we got now?
Okay.
Quick pass right side, and it goes into number 13, Travis O'Connor will catch that one. That's better there. All right, and we've got an injured University of Lynchburg player on the field. We'll take a TV timeout here and come back with more exciting Panther football right here on the Prairie View A&M University Panther Sports Network.
Please freshly squeezed.
Love the window.
And why do we do all this? Because it makes a difference. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
We're back live here in Pantherland. Quick pitch, left side goes to Broach. And the Panthers pick up 2 on the play. Tackle made there by number 41, which has no number. Very small college, ladies and gentlemen. So they don't have an SID, so you can just imagine what we're working with here. Absolutely nothing. They're in the National Baptist Christian League, though. We'll talk about that in a minute. Morton goes around the left side, spins, dives toward the 35-yard line. Or, 25-yard line. And the Panthers just short of a first down here.
Panthers making a lot of substitutions offensively early on. It is a warm afternoon, keeping guys fresh. But it looks like the first team is back on the field. And when I say the first team, you've got Wallace and those guys back in their normal positions.
Here we go. Tucker will get it on the inside and gets enough for the first down. Good defense. Number 3, getting the tackle, John Templer. And unfortunately, just kind of looking for their roster online. The one we have has nothing on it, just their names. How about that? That's beautiful, isn't it? We're trying to find their roster. Here's athletics here.
Now, we've got a player down for Prairie View A&M, so it's hard to see who that is exactly.
It's a lineman. I hope it's not Garza. Number 70, that's going to be Danny Garza. That's what I said. I hope it's not Garza, and it is. That's your buddy in math. Or what was the class?
Taking a special ed class.
Special ed class, man.
Well, one of the issues with regard to what he does on the field for Prairie View A&M is he's the center. And, normally the centers make the calls for the offensive line. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of things that go on at the line of scrimmage before a play starts, and the center makes the calls for the offensive line. He's limping, but up on his own power. And so hopefully he's able to return.
Yeah, that looks like it just might have been a dinger. Yeah, dinger, kind of like when you get a ding in the car. It's like a little dent, but you still drive it because you pay a lot for the money, 12:09 left to play here in the first. We're still waiting on a little crowd noise here, folks. I got to have atmosphere and crowd noise. It makes the game just better and just a lot more exciting. Trips right. Here we go. Quick pass. Morton over to Scott. Scott gets across the 15-yard line. And that's going to be enough for the first down. Jared Scott, the transfer from Wyoming, had a chance to see matter of fact, his mom came by the trailer this morning. They're tailgating along with us with some veteran tailgating. And, folks, we've got all kind of stories to tell you, so I know you want to keep it right here. Trips left. Here comes Tucker making a couple of moves, spinning to the 9-yard line. Coming up with the tackle is going to be Emmanuel Coulter, the defensive back. And checking in now for the Dragons is Rashawn Gaines.
Garza is still out, but replacing him is Nicholas Wiseman. He'll be playing center at least until Garza can return. Hopefully that is the case, that he is able to return. He's in the injury tent at this time.
Okay, we've got a trips left. With Jordan Jones up top. Medina is in the game. Pardon me, that's not Medina. That's 81, Jose Medrano Jr. They go around the left side with a quick one. And Tucker will pick up maybe 1 yard there on the first and goal, bring it up second and goal. Andrew Austin, the defensive lineman, on the stop for the Dragons.
The Panthers have employed this trips formation a lot early on during the first drive. And, again, when you see those type of things on the first drive, it's something on the film that the coaching staff has seen where this trips formation is doing something good for Prairie View A&M. So it's second actually in goal, but we're from the 12.
Trips right. Morton wide open in the flats is Tucker. Oh, man, what a move. Tucker makes 2 moves, touchdown, Panthers.
Incredible. So he catches the ball, Tucker does, in the flat around 15-yard line, and there were 4 defenders in front of him, 4 Dragons, and just Tucker being Tucker, he makes each one of them miss and finally muscles his way into the end zone after being stopped. But Tucker is limping off the field. Not a good sign for Tucker, but he's a tough one. I would suspect that, as Charles said, that's just a dinger.
Amari Martinez out for the a point after. Man, last week a couple of tough breaks for Martinez. The snap is back, the kick is up, and it's good. A 35-yarder, and I think it was a 30-yarder chip shot, and no good for the Panthers. Wow, I thought that one creeped in there, but no. Gerald says no. Ray hits me in the arm. Wow. Yeah. Man, Martinez having some tough times here as of late, folks. Stick around. We'll take a break here and come back with more exciting Panther football right here on Homecoming Saturday in Prairie View.
My name is Amanda, and I'm from Richmond, Texas. And the reason why I chose to come to Prairie View is because it's really close to home, and it's really important to me to have my family here to watch me play.
Right here in Prairie View, Texas. Short kick over to the Dragons, and here we go to the left side of it. Good running room, and kind of quick there, getting out. There is that number 2? Is that a 2, Sherman Brown? I can't say. A 7. That's Thomas T. Newman. Thomas T. Newman. What does the T stand for? Terrific?
I don't know.
Speedy?
Newman's got some speed there, and he's listed on the depth chart as a starting running back. We'll get the first look at the Virginia-Lynchburg Dragon offense. and we'll see just what they have in store for us defensively. Now, here's the side of the ball where Prairie View A&M needs to make its most improvements. We need to be able to make key stops in order for us to really compete and to contend for this Southwestern Athletic Conference Championship.
Jeffrey Richardson is the quarterback. He's from somewhere in America with him. No roster with information on the places the players are from on there. We'll apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Quick handoff right up the middle. Goes to, is that Rambert? Was that number 1? Kind of hard to see those numbers. Well, gee whiz.
That was Newman. And Newman with no gain on the play. They gave him forward progress of really just making it back to the line of scrimmage.
Rembert is their leading receiver, 24 touches. Well, actually, Thomas Newman is their number 1 guy, 60 touches for 191 yards for the Dragons. And here we go. To the right is going to be Newman. Quick pass, right side, looks good. High pass, great catch. And a plethora of Panthers making the stop on the catch for was number 14 for the Dragons. That's going to be Rico Williams, the receiver. Newman. Dumas on the tackle, number 92. Big John Dumas getting the job done for Prairie View.
Virginia-Lynchburg.
Did I say John? I'm sorry, Jason Dumas, as in Jason of the Argonauts.
Lynchburg has a fairly decent passing game. Not very good running the ball, but definitely can put the ball in the air.
Quick pass right up the middle. Coming down with this tackle is going to be Stubblefield. Man, Stubblefield made his return last weekend against Southern and made his return known. Looking for my pink highlighter. I think, did you steal my pink highlighter on Leverett? Oh, is that true? No, he said, no, that's mine. My pink highlighters.
So,
there we go. Ron's been known to steal pink highlighters. I'm just letting you know. Here's your midterm pencil bag. The Dragons will punt it away. It's going to be a wobbly punt, and it's going to take a Dragons bounce all the way down to the Panther 12. I think it took maybe 3 minutes for the Panthers to score on their first drive. And, Martinez has got to do better with those field goals.
Right.
We just got to get some practice in. I don't know if it's injury-related or what. We got to do a better job.
Well, here's the thing. That those, type of plays, especially on the special teams, can affect you, okay? Can really, really affect you in the big games. And so you need Martinez to be able to make those field goals.
8:02 left to play here in the first half. The Panthers up 6-0.
Really nice crowd here on homecoming weekend.
Yeah, it's not a packed crowd, though. It should be standing room only. But, of course, we are playing the University of Virginia-Lynchburg. Just thinking we would have been playing Southern here on our homecoming, what this place would look like. Oh, my goodness.
It would be.
I think we'd have beat them here, too, this time. We kind of owe them some huge payback. Nothing to take away from Coach Dawson, but the Panthers put themselves in some very awkward positions last week, Gerald. Did you listen to the game?
I didn't listen to the game, but I did check out the stats and all of that on that. Look.
Ray just pulled out a pocket knife. Speaking of pocket knives, told somebody to hold mine. But, yeah, Ray and I took that trip last Saturday. Ray and Ron and I took that trip, and unfortunately, they had a bunch of internet problems there. We were working off of my hotspot, and then we worked off their hotspot for a moment, and it kept dropping. So come to find out, after further investigation, they had a block on their service. So what we had to do was turn our Wi-Fi off, and they were bumping into each other. Our Wi-Fi and their hotline, just supposed to automatically come on. But after Mike West further investigated the whole thing, we could have fixed it if we'd have known, but that's what Mike gets for not coming. Broach on the carry there around the right side, a couple of yards. Ron Leverett blamed it all on Mike West, and I agree. I agreed, and Ray Wortham concurred. And Mike's not in here, so we're going to talk about him real bad. Looking for our GC2, our groupie coordinator. She hasn't made it here today either. Oh, shame on her. Slot left. Here comes Morden. A lot of time, man. He can just take a nap back there. Well, now spinning around. Now he's in trouble. Oh, my goodness. Just wow. That's a play that Morton would have usually run on and just taken down by a litter of dragons. What is dragons?
Yeah, is it a litter or is it a
litter?
I don't know.
It's oh man, we've got to find those adjectives. Ray, get on Google.
but that's a play Morgan's got to either run or two, he's got to just throw the ball out of bounds. He's got to let the ball go on that play.
A group of geese is a gaggle. Is that correct?
I think you're a little better with the language on that one. It's a gaggle.
Is a gaggle of geese? Ray, your fingers aren't moving quick enough over there. Loss of down there, loss of yards there by Morton, but now he's going to air it out, coming across the middle, and the pass is caught. Wow, what a catch there on the right side. Coming up with the catch is Wallace, and man, what a big catch for Wallace. He just turned around and went up and took that one out of the air.
Well, here's the deal. If you're Morton and you got that kind of arm, that kind of accuracy, and you got Wallace on the outside with that kind of ability, he just made up for the previous play.
Wallace, a 42-inch vertical leap. Left side, talking about leaping and bounding, is my main man, Dwayne Tucker, who scampers to the 40-yard line for a big first down. That was seven.
That was
and
Christian
that
Mosley.
was Christian Mosley. Wow. Okay, now, folks, now, it's not the spirits of homecoming.
Well,
Mosley hadn't been getting a lot of touches, but I understand he's a quick one. Mosley gets it again left side and picks up maybe 3 on the carry there.
Well, one of the concerns was that after scoring, Tucker came off limping, and I'm wondering if he's too injured to return. I'm looking for him on the sideline. He very well could be in the tent. But at this time, we've got Christian Mosley kind of handling the running back duties.
Khalif Harper on the tackle, the defensive back. Trips right here, near side of the field. Mosley to the left of Morton. He'll drop back at the 45, steps up to the 42, and he's in trouble. Well, a breakdown on the block, and I'm not going to call any numbers, but that left tackle there got off his block, and that's what allowed the Dragons to make the tackle. A lot of missed numbers on here. I mean, we went on the website and we got stuff pulled down, folks, so we're just going to blame Gerald Moore about it again. Here we go. Morton pass cross right side, flags on the play. Up 4, it's caught by the Panthers, man. Great catch that time by Xavier Johnson, and now we've got another injured player, this time across the field over to the Dragon side of the ball, and they're going to have an injury timeout.
Yeah, we've got a couple of Dragons kind of one down injured, a few kind of kneeling on the field. I don't know if they're used to the heat down here in the south.
It's hot, humid. Well, I mean, Ray, normally, Ray, see, she had gumbo last night and chicken wings and stuff like that. So she's not as quick as she usually is on her kale diet. You know, she's is it kale or keto you on? Well, if I can find the script there, if you'd like to become a Texas Farm Bureau member, you can get 2 free tickets to Panther home games. Joe, did you know that?
I knew that. If you would go get you some insurance.
Well, you got to have some insurance. I mean, gee whiz, you can't be just driving around Texas with no insurance. But Texas Farm Bureau members get 2 free tickets to all Panther home games. All you got to do is get to the ticket booth, show your registration or show your proof of being a Texas Farm Bureau member, and get your free tickets today. You could have got some free tickets today. All you had to do is go to the booth and show them. But you're not a Texas Farm Bureau member. And you weren't even a Texas Farm Bureau member until we told you get free tickets.
She
went online and compared prices and said, hey, if I did this, I can get a couple of tickets to the home games. Trey Edmond visiting us in the booth today, along with Gerald Moore. Is it junior or is it the third?
The second.
You're a junior. Hey, Gerald Moore Jr., how you doing? He's doing good. He's coming from his football game and catching any touchdowns. You did? Oh man, we got to go get him a hot dog or something. See, when I was playing football for the Dolphins, if you ran or caught a touchdown, you get a free hot dog from the concession stand. It's kind of like when I was playing Alameda Windsor baseball. You're familiar with that, aren't you? Alameda Windsor baseball. That's it. You get a touchdown, you get a free cheeseburger. Quick pitch to the right side. Oh man, nice step over there is Mosley. He's gonna just stretch it out there and try to get an extra couple of yards. He'll pick up 7, possibly on the carry. Good block that time by Wallace there on the right side.
Tell you what, we've got some talented guys at running back. We all know about Tucker. You have Broach who comes in, and spells Tucker from time to time, but Christian Mosley showing his ability here on this afternoon, carrying most of the duties right now, as we have not seen Tucker since his touchdown.
The weather in Virginia-Lynchburg, Virginia, is the highest is 67 lately, and it's 63 right now. So I guess this 90, 91, 92 degree weather.
Was that 8 or 90 Ron Leverett getting the big paws up for Virginia-Lynchburg? Could have been either. Looked like 90 Andrew Austin from somewhere in America. Oh, I'm sorry. Trips left.
Somewhere in the continental United States.
Somewhere in the continental United States. She's low. Ray's low. Okay, we'll get Ray up a little bit. Here we go. Right side. Morton has a lot of running room. Morton's going to accelerate, spin, turn. Oh, man. And gets a touchdown running right over the defensive back right side, Dale Simmons. Man, welcome to Southwestern Athletic Conference football. Kind of like last week, man, when Jalen Harris tried to stop Ben, and man, that looked real bad. But if you saw the whole play, you understood, because Harris came up under control and kind of leaned back, and Ben kind of ran over him and got that winning score. Here we go. Martinez's kick is up, and yes, this one is good now. 3:41 left to play here in the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. The Panthers on top of the Dragons of the University of Lynchburg, Virginia, 13-0. We'll be back with more exciting Panther football.
Combo Pepsi for you.
To homecoming Saturday here on the campus of Prairie View A&M University. Gerald, everybody's always saying, Porter, you lose your voice every homecoming. We'll talk about that one in a minute. Good move there, right side, and coming and spinning and turning and picking up maybe 20 on the carry. There is Johnny Rembert, a wide receiver for the Dragons.
Right, you can see the Dragons do have some skill position players, but when you take a step up in competition as they are doing, playing a Southwestern Athletic Conference team, you have to have depth all over the field, and I don't know if they're going to have the depth to play with the Panthers on this afternoon.
3:31 left to play in the first quarter. Panthers up top, folks, 13-0. Charles Porter, Ray Wortham, along with veteran spotter Ron the Don Leverett and Alex Goodwin, one of our former students here, who we're real proud of Alex working on his doctorate degree. His dad is a doctor, political science, history, same thing. He's following in his dad's footsteps. And working on his doctorate in North Texas, and kind of like Doctor over here. We'll have fun with that one in a minute. Slot right. Here comes the Dragons. Quick pass right on the outside, and they get to Rembert. Or is that 7? That's 7. That's Thomas T. Jones on the stop for the Panthers. Coming up real hard, making a good stop there was Logan Jackson. And Logan's been doing real good. Saw a story yesterday with the knee brace on, torn meniscus.
And I was getting ready to ask, how is that going for him?
He just looked so, devastated. That time, Logan Jackson coming up just looked a little premature there on the quick pass on the right side to number 5, Sidby. Now, is it Seed or Sid Sidby?
Let's call him Sid.
Sid. We'll call him Sid because Gerald said that his name was Sid because it's spelled S-A-I-D like Sid. So I guess like when he was born and the doctor said, it's a boy. And you said, Sid, what? And they wrote that down on his birth certificate. Shame on me. Short punt, right side. It's going to take a Panther bounce. And we'll kind of sit there. The punter is Braden Taylor for the Dragons. I guess, what if you Googled Braden Taylor? Do you think it would bring his hometown up, his place of origin up?
Maybe,
Gerald. So, now back to catching touchdowns. Gerald Moore Jr. caught a touchdown today. I asked him, his dad's a coach and just a genius on the coaching side. And I said, was it a catch or was it a yards after the catch touchdown? He shook his head like, oh, it was yards after. Like I sucked him up, boy, out of the sideline. Gerald just smiled over there. So how many yards was that touchdown, Gerald Jr.?
In total, maybe 25.
See, I knew he knew. I knew Gerald knew. Here we go back left side. Mosley, man, still carrying it. Can you see Tucker on the sideline anyway?
That's Tucker's back.
Oh, that's Tucker's back. Okay, well, 1-7. It's all the same. No, I'm just teasing. Mosley.
And also, Garza came back, but his shoe fell off, so I guess he's trying to get that fixed.
Porter, you so busy trying to tell jokes and funny, you can't see when the people coming back in. Trips right for the Panthers. Here we go. Tucker, Morton rather, is going to just keep it himself and get the touchdown. The first down for Prairie View A&M.
Yeah, Morton, 6'4", 225 is going to be a load for the defenders of Virginia-Lynchburg. They just don't have the size to deal with Morton.
We've actually played against a SWAC team this year. They played Mississippi Valley last week and lost. They lost nothing. It wasn't a bad game.
Oh, pass over the right side intended for Travis O'Connor. It's intercepted. A throwback now on the right side. Flags go all over the place because they threw it behind the defender and tight roping and going all the way down. All for 9 is going to be. Is that Sincere McDonald?
Yeah, they're gonna bring that one back.
Yeah.
You can't throw a forward pass in the middle.
No, that's
on
like
the interception return.
Yeah, that's number 6, isn't it? Thought it was number 9, but that's interesting. On the return is Keir Stokes. Okay, so then you got a person that's Sid on the team, Sidby, and then you also have a guy that's very, very convincing because he's so sincere about what he's doing, and that's Sincere McDonald.
Yep. We've got several names here that will be interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so basically what they're saying is you can't throw an illegal forward pass. That's what he said. Is it a 10-yarder? Yeah.
So it goes back from the spot of the foul, and they'll begin 1st and 10 on the 31.
All right, folks. 13-0. The Panthers leading on homecoming. A okay homecoming crowd, and flags fly on the play right now. Too many men on the field for Virginia-Lynchburg?
Yep, so that'll be a 5-yard penalty. We'll be 1st and 15 now. 38 seconds remain in the first quarter. Panthers again up 13-0 here. And Virginia-Lynchburg ready to start this drive after an interception thrown by Morton.
Here we go, rolling around the right side is quarterback Jeffrey Richardson, trying to get it out to his receiver there on the right side, Joshua Gray. But he'll pick up a couple on the play there. Going to keep it.
Panthers were really applying pressure on that previous play. He thought he had some time. He had to scurry out of there. And he made a good complete pass.
Slot left to the wide side of the field, the far side, which is the nearest to us. The near side, which is closest to us, and a good run there, right side, man, and getting about maybe 9 yards on the carry is going to be Thomas T. Newman.
Yeah, the jet sweep motion that time, I think, kind of froze the backside defenders for Prairie View A&M, and a 9-yard pickup, pretty good for Virginia-Lynchburg, their first positive running play on this evening. That'll end the first quarter, though.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for the first quarter. The Panthers are on top of the University of Lynchburg, Virginia. The Dragons, folks, and the Panthers looking good here in the first half. Stick around. We'll be back with more exciting Panther football after these important messages.
Education. When I came to PV, I didn't expect a lot of
here in Panther Stadium, man, all kinds of Panthers all over. Thomas T. Newman. Jackson on the tackle, and he sent Jaquise Reese around Leverett. I'm going to go with Ron. What are you going to do, Gerald?
That's fine.
I'm going with Ron. I'm going with what Ron says. He's been doing it longer. Trips right. In the backfield, Richardson, quick pass, left side. It's caught. And, wow, just slinging Rembrandt out of bounds there, man, like a paper doll. There's Antoine Stevens.
You know, one thing I am impressed with Virginia-Lynchburg is their quarterback's fairly accurate. If his receivers get any kind of separation, he can make the throw. However, our defensive backs have been playing well, especially in this first quarter. We look for Prairie View to make another key stop here on this afternoon.
Interception. And here we go, right side. The Panthers trying to do a little dipsy doodling. And, some good moves and still staying on his feet there is Antoine Stevens. After Stevens with some good defense, he'll take it away from Jeffrey Richardson, and the Panthers will take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
So right on cue, I say Richardson's accurate, and then he throws an interception.
So will you and Gerald Jr. be kind of chilling after the homecoming game, or did Mama say, we told everybody why you couldn't make it to the game because you didn't clean up your room last week. So we told all of the Panther fans that and they were looking for you on Facebook to put on there, Jill, clean up your room, but there's no Jill Moore on any kind of social media, you big cheater. Across the midfield, there's Tucker with a pickup about 4 yards on the carry.
Look, if I could trust what might go on after this game, maybe we would.
So you at least got to come over to the tailgate and get some barbecue.
Now we could do that, but
he ain't gonna come over.
He's just 11.
Yeah, because by 6 o'clock it's gonna be different. It's gonna be very adult out here. Morton gets it across there to Jordan Jones, and all kinds. Man, he's still on his feet, and they finally pull him down. They're like, you're going down one way or another. But, man, a quick pass, right side, right across. That's it looked like what is that, drag? Is that a drag? No, drags across the field. Flats.
Yeah, it's the same combination. You have a goal on the outside and 2 outs. And what the tight end, Jordan, is doing, he's trailing the second out route, so he's wide open every time.
Wow. Left side, here comes Tucker in with some running room. Tucker twisting and turning and getting close to the 32-yard line on the stop for the Virginia-Lynchburg Dragons, Kevin Simmons.
It's
somewhere in the continental United States.
Such a luxury to have a guy like Tucker on your team.
Tripp's right. Morton's going to keep it from Tucker. Should have given it to him, though. He'll be tripped up there by John Templer. See, I tell you, man, when we got the full crew going on, we unstoppable, man. We've got Ron, and then Alex comes to join us. Alex has what we call those young eyes, and he doesn't need binoculars. He's spotting with sunglasses on. You know, wow, how can you spot with sunglasses on?
Well, Charles, you remember when you can do that?
I could never do that. 11:55. Answer that, Trey. 11:55 left to play, 13-0. Left side goes Caleb Broach, and that would be a big gain and enough for the first down to the 20.
Broach that time he was one step for turning that into taking that to the house. So Broach, again, this backfield for Prairie View A&M is just really, really hard to stop.
Yeah, Broach is due also. Broach is really due for a big game. I mean, but you've got Tucker there and Mosley. Here comes Broach with the call again. It's a fake wide open, man. That's just too easy. Gee whiz, and that's Jared. Is that Jared Scott? Is that 18? That's my main man. Yeah, boy, baby. My main man, Jared Scott. Look at
and then he one-handed the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, one-handed the ball. But look, what was even funnier was Jeffrey Richter ran over to celebrate and got knocked down on the ground. Wow, that's hilarious.
Yeah, but when you look at it,
would that be on the blooper reel?
Look, Scott's a big boy now. He's not a small individual. You know, he's
6'5".
Yeah, Scott's 6'5".
6'6".
Let's see. Yeah, Scott's 6'6", 230. So you just keep going. Yeah,
that's a big one. Yeah, here we go. Martinez, a point after. The snap is back. The kick is up, and it's good. And the Panthers all over the Dragons of the University of Virginia-Lynchburg early, 20-0. Stick around. We'll be back with more exciting Panther football after these important messages.
Hello at Fort Stewart.
Welcome back to Panther Stadium. The Panthers up 20-0, 11:19 left to play here in the first half, and Martinez will sail this one out of bounds. We'll get it at the 25.
So Virginia-Lynchburg now will take over at the 25-yard line. They trail our Panthers 20-0, 11:19 remain in the first half. Prairie View A&M has flexed this muscle offensively, being able to move up and down the field, and even with the one turnover, still able to take complete control of this game. And so now the defense will go back onto the field. Right now, pitching a shutout, and that's something you want to see Prairie View A&M be able to do defensively.
They threw another flag on the Panthers? On the kicking team.
So it looks like they're trying to make us re-kick.
Well, look how far we're going back. It's got to be on Lynchburg. Well, it's back to the 30. We started at the 25. Is it a 5-yard penalty?
Yeah, so they're going to make us re-kick. And so the defense comes off, and the kickoff team will go back on. It's a very interesting call by the Virginia-Lynchburg staff. Most coaches will just take the ball, but they want them to re-kick.
I didn't know where you were going by. Very interesting call by the staff. I thought you were going to say by the referees. We had a lot of interesting calls last week at the Southern game.
Well, if you know anything about Southern, many of the calls will be interesting when you go there. That's just
y'all are trying to get me in trouble because Mike Prince said I might have let one slip out of there. We're not going to talk about it because nobody said anything, so I'm going to shut up. I'm going to get my own self in trouble. All the way back deep. Here come the Dragons. And, oh, man, just getting mauled there.
And you see why I called that an interesting call. They would have had the ball on the 25-yard line, and now they get it on the 16.
Yeah, Joshua Gary gets the call out of the end zone. Decent run. He gets it back to the 16-yard line. You're absolutely right.
So Prairie View A&M defensively, and this is the side of the ball, again, that we think we need to pay most attention to as the season rolls on. It will probably be the side of the ball that will determine how far we can go in the conference.
Thomas T. Newman gets it right up the middle, and all kind of, Panthers getting over there, and that's 24. Coming up there with that hard hit. Who's getting up off the bottom there?
That is 24.
Man, it's 24, man. That's Jalen Harris. I'm sorry, Reginald Stubblefield, the linebacker, man. I tell you, we're just thinking we had Juice Parker in the backfield.
Man. Can you just imagine? I mean, that would make a huge difference. His leadership, his flat-out ability to play would make a huge difference defensively.
Well, his interception and abilities, he intercepted more passes in the Southwestern Athletic Conference last year than any other player. And here we go again. Richardson is going to keep it, roll left, look left, throw left. It's too high, and the coach will have to catch it on the right side.
So come down to third and about 7 or 8.
Jalen Wooten just checked in for the Panthers. Wooten getting some time here. He's a redshirt junior from Dallas, Texas. Went to South Oak Cliff, home of Jonathan Stribling. And the SOC 1964 state basketball champs. No, I'm just playing. It was 2000, I think, 2000-something.
64.
Yeah, I was just teasing. Jonathan Strip was on the state basketball team for South Oak Cliff.
Yeah, there's been some athletes to come out of South Oak Cliff.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Richardson, man, good job of scrambling out of the pocket. He's just going to throw it up there where the flag girls are for Prairie View.
Yep. Richardson say, "I'll live to fight another day."
I'm not going to I don't want any of this one, folks. Man, just really real good to see Senator Royce West out to throw the coin toss. And, man, they got a new chaplain, Reverend P., doing the invocation for Prairie View. They got to do Pastor P. Out there doing the invocation. Yeah, that was me. You didn't know that?
I knew it was you. I'm going to keep mine.
It used to be you need to go back to school to pray. Hey, man, that's a good basic prayer. My papa taught me years ago to say if somebody call you up and ask you to pray on the spot, especially if you got some things on your mind. Quick punt there coming right side. Xavier Harris, Johnson, touches it and is picked up, and they're going to call it dead. Man, I'm kind of missed that one.
Well, you can't return a muff punt like that, but that was a very short punt. It may have been wise simply to just let that one fall. But let's see, there's a flag also on the play.
Let's see what's going on. Well, we're waiting on the call. No crowd noise mic, by the way. I kind of joked and said I better get a wireless mic next week, and I actually did, but it was a personal wireless mic. Something's going on, what?
They didn't allow to
right,
complete the fair catch.
Right, it was kick-catch interference.
Okay. So it'll be first down for the Panthers. Notice Gerald used the proper term for it, kick-catch interference. Wow.
I like it. I'm glad that our coaches today everyone's trying to get some game day reps. We don't see our usual starters out there. Everyone is getting a chance to play today.
10 minutes gone. 10 minutes actually left in the second quarter. Charles Porter, Ray Wortham, along with Ron the Don Leverett. Morton's going to roll around the right side, just take off and get close to the first down.
We got a new quarterback in the game.
Wait a minute, that's 12?
Sparks.
Well, I'm thinking it was 12. All I saw was a turn to the right side and a 2. So Sparks is in the game now. Starks, the junior from New Orleans, Louisiana, transferred from Kansas. Getting some time here against Lynchburg. Starks gives it to Tucker. Tucker looking for at least one touchdown on homecoming. Come on, you gotta play him long enough to get a touchdown on his homecoming, his senior year. 13 touches 14. Only 14 touches for Tucker last week, man. That's
he's at least a 20-touch guy per game.
Oh, no, come on, man. He's a 25-touch per game guy, easy, man. You know.
I mean, however you got to get it to him.
Oh yeah, I don't care. I mean, you put him in the passing routes or in the passing plays or something. But you know, I never questioned coaching. Starks, you know, seems to have that run first, pass later kind of attitude about himself.
Right. I tell you what, though, Charles, talking about Tucker and his number of touches, one of the first things I learned from I would just say older coaches is you get the ball in the hands of the guys that score touchdowns. Now, how you have to do that, that's up to you as a coach, but get them the football.
Slot right, far side of the field. Tucker fakes it to Broach and keeps it and spins to the 11. That's not going to be enough. It's going to bring a third down and maybe 7 for the Panthers.
So let's see what Morton's not in the game. Of course, he's our starting quarterback, and he's very good passing the ball. We'll see what Starks can do here in a passing situation.
Double slot for the Panthers. Starks drops back, throws the fade route. It's caught, but out of bounds. There is Tony Mullins. Mullins, another speedster. Mullins really been kind of quiet after the big game against University of Houston, was it? Or was it Nicholls State?
I think it was Nicholls.
Yeah, Nicholls State, big game. Still looking at that 35-yard line where could have kept the drive alive right there. Amari Martinez is going to come out and attempt a 35-yard field goal?
It'll be
close to 40.
And he
the
made it.
Kick is up. Oh, man, he baseballed it through the uprights, and that's a good confidence builder for Martinez. Great job. 7:46 left to play in the second quarter. When we come back, we'll talk Astros here about what they're going to do on exciting Panther football. Stick around. We'll be back with more.
Difference. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
We're back live here in Prairie View, Texas. Martinez with a confidence booster kicks another one out of the back of the end zone. There for a touchback. The Dragons will get it to 25. Ford is proud to sponsor Prairie View A&M University's homecoming this year. Visit the Ford booth to experience the 2019 Ford F-150 today. Enjoy a car Roki. You get it? A car Roki. Plus play games and other fun activities. Built Ford tough, built Ford proud. What in the heckly deck is a Ford or is a Ford Roki? Is it kind of like sitting in the Ford truck singing karaoke?
That's what I was.
That's about the only thing. That just doesn't make good sense. No, just playing. A Ford Roki. Quick pass right around the right side. That one almost snatched away, thrown a little short. Drake Cheatham, the closest defender to it.
One of the things I've noticed with Prairie View defensively today, they're playing a lot of man-to-man defensively. Just taking away, those windows in the defense playing man. It's been a lot more difficult for Virginia-Lynchburg's offense to try and complete passes.
Here we go. Now on 2nd and 10. Richardson throws it, quick pass, right side. Nice speed and a lot of movement there. His number 7, T. Thomas there. Newman, T. Thomas Newman, or is it Thomas T. Newman?
I'm just going to give everyone some updates around the SWAC. Mississippi Valley is over Jackson State 21-0 in the second quarter. Texas Southern is playing Southern right now. They are tied 7-7 in the second quarter.
We just can't get that blessed for TSU to beat Southern. Richardson airs one out, has a man, and it's caught. And the Panthers will not draw a blanket. They keep that up. Johnny Rembrandt with a big pass, a big catch there from quarterback Richardson, man.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was really a great play design as the receiver from the other side, they ran a crossing route and the receivers crossed and they left him wide open and Richardson hit him, actually kind of pulled him away from actually scoring, didn't throw it deep enough, but 1st and 10 for Virginia-Lynchburg.
Left side, Newman will go between guard and tackle and pick up maybe 3 or 4 on the carry. Ronald Collins will pick up the tackle for the Panthers. Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of fun on the way back to the Panther Club tailgate area with that good old Reverend P.
Goodness.
Pastor P. Minister P. Father P. Oh, man, right side, quick pass and catch over there. Coming up with the big catch is Joshua Gray. And a couple of Panthers over there on the tackle. Who cares? He's 1st and goal now.
Look, I think I like Pastor P better.
Pastor P, yeah. Pastor P, it's kind of hip, you know. Could be a rapper, too.
Yeah,
you know?
I like Master P.
No, not Master P, Pastor P, amen. And
Wow.
Hallelujah. 5:31 left to play, sending shots. Is Granny at tailgate today? Is she in Prairie View?
She's right there on the 20-yard line.
Okay, where she needs to be. Cheatham with a big hit there for the Panthers on Thomas T. the Train Newman. I'm sorry. I've been watching a lot of cartoons.
Hey.
Got Me TV.
Thomas T. Newman.
Yeah, Thomas the Train. I was just watching it the other day, remembering when Lorenzo and Alonzo were small and wishing they would go back to being small again because they're killing me. Quick pass right side, touchdown, Virginia, Lynchburg. Wow. How do you let them come on, man, really? Wow. When he didn't drop it, that's a touchdown.
He bobbled it, but they gave it to him. It was a bobble there, but
well, Timothy Edwards, the big tight end, goes right across the middle, and someone was disappointed there in the backfield. Looked like it was Antoine Stevens, the cornerback.
Yeah, he thought that the ball was dropped, but
so they're gonna call it a review.
So we'll see if Stubblefield was right about this.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and update the standings for SWAC this year in the East. Alcorn is up 3-0. Alabama State
Is that University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff scares him?
Well,
they're a pretty good team.
Look, they are a good team. I think they're the surprise this year.
Well, Alabama A&M was supposed to be the surprise. Pine Bluff was supposed to be in the cellar, but they are. You're absolutely correct. They are the surprise of the year, and they're playing some good football.
Right, and so, at this point, I mean, and Charles, you've been in the SWAC a long time, and you know that when these teams get on the field, anything can happen. You've got to bring your A game every week. It just won't be where you can just walk into somebody's place or have them walk into yours and you just win a football game. You've got to bring it every week.
Well, TSU is tied at Southern here in the first quarter. Are they in Dallas in the Cotton Bowl down there? Man, that's got to be a lot of fun. I'll tell you, we've had a great year this year, Gerald, already. Ray Wortham. Oh, I thought he said mayor. I'm sorry, I thought he said mayor, but anyway. Oh.
So
he didn't have control of the ball, so the Panthers still can pitch that shutout.
So look, Stubblefield was right on that play. He was vigorously saying, no, that's not a completed pass, and he was exactly right.
He's a vicious kind of guy on the football field.
Well, the position he plays, you've got to be that. So it's going to bring up third down.
Well, 3rd and 3, or 3rd and goal from the 3. Let's see if they get a touchdown now, man. That's going to be some running of the laps. Because if they got a touchdown, I'd be running my team till the cows come home. Nope, that was a fluke across the middle.
And look, you can see up front how dominant Prairie View is in respect to.
And that's why I'm so adamant about them getting the stop, like Steven Scott just did on that play. Scott teaming up with Travion Green, the freshman from Fort Worth, Texas.
So it'll be 4th down, and they're going to go for a field goal here, it looks like.
Well, the who's calling the timeout? Lynchburg is going to say, hold up. No, wait a minute. The Panthers are, Lynchburg wants a timeout. They probably want to try a trick play. Which I don't suggest, They probably draw. Remember, Gerald, when we would call time up and draw them up in the sand lot, we would find a dirty place and we would put, me and the rookie, you go here. I want you to go up, out, and over, okay? And then Porter, I want you to go up and out and enter. And then we'll see if we can confuse them. You know what was so strange, folks, playing football growing up in the neighborhood? You would play neighborhoods against neighborhoods, and the big doesn't take one for the hood.
Well, I just saw Tori the other day. He was talking about you. He said, man, you on the radio report? I said, yes, I am. Certainly so.
Poppy seed.
So he says, what's going on, man? How you been?
I'm going to tell his business here a little bit. We used to call him Poppy Seed. You know why, right? Slot left. I'm talking about ain't nobody in America had that many kitty kits. Left side there is the Lynchburg Dragons are in the slot. Here comes Richardson across the middle, and that one's incomplete. And Stubblefield again.
I think Stubblefield wanted to make certain that they did not score a touchdown. He really broke hard on that football.
Yeah, so I guess Ray doesn't understand, or none one of us in this generation understand what a kitty kit was.
Look over there. Look over there.
Do you know what a kitty kit is?
No, I
don't know what kitty kit. She looked at me like I was from another planet. Well, we certainly know Trey Edmond doesn't know what a kitty kit is, because they're down in the twist. Lil Gerald certainly doesn't know what a kitty kit is, but Alex Goodwin might know, because he's knowledgeable about cultural products. So, he's trying to look it up. He's cheating. He's on Twitter tweeting out, "Hey y'all, what the heck is a kitty kit?" Okay, a kitty kit was an early, and I guess I should say 70s. I mean, you had Madame Curie doing relaxers and stuff like that. What was Madam C.J. Walker?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't say. What did I say? Curie? I'm out of my mind. Madam C.J. Walker, who did early perms and that kind of things, relaxing of the head. Of course, there was always the ever so blessed conch. Made famous
that's way back.
But the kitty kit was an early mild relaxer for people like me and your cousin Tori Crawford.
So was that before the S curl?
Oh yeah,
I know what that is.
That was right around that time. Right around that time that TCB, the Panthers take over. Here comes Tucker to the 25, and we're gonna have to teach Mr. Edmonds some booth etiquette. He's just excited to be here, man. This is my frat brother's child. My frat brother's in a better place right now, just smiling because Trey is in here with the big dog. I'm going to have to raise Trey up. He's going to have to come to Prairie View, though. I'm going to have to tell him he wants to go to LSU, but no, we're not having that. I'm going to put a jinx on his SAT.
Look, it's difficult to come here and experience this and go somewhere else. It just is.
I'm telling you. He just got here this morning. He didn't really had a chance. He'll see after this is over. Morton keeps it left side 35-40. I mean Starks. Yeah. When I do that, you're supposed to punch me.
Punch you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I see from the country. Let me scoot over. Ray, needless to say, Ray was a tomboy. Ray, were you a tomboy? You wasn't one of those girly girls with a dollhouse and all of that.
I was the only girl in my welding class.
Yeah, you was making mud pies and eating them. Most people just make them. You make a mud pie and taste it. Starks has to fall down on a little low snap there. Is that Garza out there still? Is he back? He's limping.
He's back. I think he had like a little cramp. He's still trying to work it out.
Her and Sydney Sydney, what was it? Oh my God! What was Sydney's last name? Dirty hot sauce sandwiches. Sydney. Sydney John. Lord rest his soul. We don't think about it in a minute.
It'll come to me in a minute.
In a minute. Yeah. He had this big super Sydney. Oh man, I almost said it.
Oh wow.
No, not Sidney Johnson. We ain't talking about Waller. Starks over the beautiful pass right across the middle. It's caught, and that's going to be it. He's man, really quick. Jordan Jones, the tight end. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's Wallace. No, it was Jones. Okay, Wallace walking around with his head down, but Jordan Jones, the tight end, came on just a little wheel route, just right up the middle, released and kind of okay, right, released it, went right up. I'm just teasing. Went right up the middle there, wide open. That looked like a man-to-man defense there, Gerald.
It was, but his man, I don't know where he was.
Wow, Tucker trying to jump over and split on the previous play. Khalif Harper on the tackle, and now, it just seems like Tucker wants to get in the end zone so badly on this homecoming Saturday with 1:49 left to play here in the first half.
Well, what I really like is that Coach is giving Starks an opportunity to play. You always want to have your backup quarterback ready to play. You just never know what might happen in the season. So he's getting some valuable time right now as Starks.
All right, here we go. Left side, quick pitch on the Wildcat route around the left side. Man.
And that's Mullins, I think.
Man, I tell you, man, that guy has got some jets on him, man. Travis O'Connor is a fast one.
And that's another guy. You just got to get the ball in his hands at some point. These guys are very explosive, the receivers and running backs for Prairie View A&M, so you want to get them their touches. When you come into the game, you ought to just say, this guy's getting this many touches no matter what.
Tucker gets another touch. And, man, they're really holding Tucker. I'd be interested. He might not have 50 yards this half. No big runs by Tucker.
Right, and then he spent a significant amount of time on the bench after a little small injury, so Broach is coming in the game. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And the ball on the 9.
Here we go. Slot right. Broach is not going to get it. Starks is going to keep it. Should have let it go. And somebody's fired up down there, and somebody's getting up slow. Now the Panthers are going to take a timeout, man. You know, the 20 and in the red zone, Gerald, we got to do a better job.
Well, and what we like to run down there is that zone read, but you can see that the defenses at this point are really playing us for the zone read, and they know our quarterbacks like to keep the ball. And so you're going to have to really do some self-scouting, if you will, to see exactly what's going on in the red zone. One, you want to be able to score offensively touchdowns, but even come away when you don't with field goals, and that's another area, as you spoke of earlier, where we can improve on. So we'll get a good chance, good opportunity here, with it being 3rd and goal, to see what we can do in the red zone, especially from this down and distance. And we'll come out with Starks. We'll be in trips. We'll have 3 receivers to the right. Jordan Jones, a tight end, will go to the backside.
Here we go. Now Morton standing at the 15. Starks drops back, throws it low, just too low. Looking for Jordan Jones there across the middle.
Had him wide open, just unable to connect on the play. So it'll be 4th down. Let's see what the coaching staff of Prairie View A&M decide to do. It looks like we're going to go for it on 4th and 10 from the 10.
We get to see what everybody can do today, because everyone's getting a good amount of playing time, and I'm seeing that we have a very talented team coming on up in the future for sure.
And this is one of those games. Virginia-Lynchburg probably not on par with us talent-wise, and so you will see a lot of people get a chance to play today.
Starks, he's got running room. With that speed, he should get it in the end zone. If not, very close to the 1. Or, maybe the...
So they're spotting it on the 1.
Yeah. So quick one to the right side.
So there'll be turnover on downs for Prairie View A&M. As that was 4th down.
Was that the announcer coughing over it? Oh, wow.
Now, though we did not make the touchdown, the defense has a wonderful opportunity to get a safety. Let's just bring the heat and tackle them in the end zone. And with the way our defensive line has been performing against Lynchburg's offensive line, I expect they try some sort of run up the middle. It may not work very well. 23 seconds remaining in the half.
Not a lot of time.
And Lynchburg comes out in shotgun.
Oh, that's not. Wow. And, yeah, they try to get it right side. And Richardson gets it from out of the end zone, though, and narrowly escapes the safety.
Right. So he does get some breathing room for Virginia-Lynchburg, but I don't know if they're going to try to snap the ball again. I think that's going to end the first half.
Yeah, now in the 5 seconds for 3, 2, 1, and that's going to do it for the first half of play here in Panther Stadium. The Panthers on top of Virginia-Lynchburg 23-0. Stick around. We'll be back with more exciting Panther football right here on the Prairie View A&M Panthers Sports Network.
Hello.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
We're back here in Panther Stadium. Amari Martinez kicks it off into the is that the West Gerald North to South? You were a Boy Scout. They told me I couldn't go to Boy Scouts anymore. So the North is
east and west.
No, I thought North is going towards Dallas.
Well, yeah.
Okay. So Dallas is that way, right? Okay. So that would be the North, South. That would be the West end zone. Would be. All right. You're the math guy, and I'll take your word for it. The Panthers, not really impressive numbers in the first half. I mean, just kind of some regular numbers, right? They weren't lousy, but you would think when you have weapons like Tucker that you would really have an explosive offensive first half. The Panthers 48 plays for 330 yards. I was being facetious.
I mean, but you expect Dewanye Tucker to have big yards. He only has net 45 yards rushing. But if you look at the four running backs together, not four running backs. Well, the four leading rushers together. You have T.J. Starks with 34, Christian Mosley with 23. I mean, you got guys that have moved the ball offensively for Prairie View A&M. So I think it's been more spread out today than we're normally used to seeing it.
Yeah, no punt returns for Prairie View. Wow. Only one kickoff return. Here we go. Richardson drops back, throws one right across the middle. It's caught.
And so you can see Richardson is a decent passer of the football. It's just a matter of how much time can he get as Prairie View's D-line is really, really outmatched the Lynchburg offensive line.
Where they're going to have to rely on the quick passes. Other than that one, man, if he'd got his head around quicker, that might have been a touchdown pass intended. Is that 80? Well, I'm trying to get a number over there. Those are some really strange type of uniforms.
Well, you got white, light blue on, and you have on the white uniforms, which there's no contrast there.
You steal my paper trail.
That was us last week. We went to Southern. Nope, Southern had light blue jerseys with light yellow numbers.
Yeah, that was really, really, really hard to see.
And it was a weird font.
Yeah, and even Ray couldn't see, so darn well Ron Leverett couldn't. I'm just teasing. Here we go. Dropped Quincy Richardson drops back. Jeffrey Richardson drops back to pass and tries to get it out to Johnny Rembert.
And once again, you have a player hurt for Virginia-Lynchburg. The pressure from Prairie View's D-line has just been a little bit too much for Richardson to handle. And is that Richardson that's down?
It looks as though it does look as if it is Richardson is at 15 down there, Ray. Ron can't see it. So we're not going to even run.
All the trainers are above him, so I can't really see his number.
The jersey number is obstructed.
If Richardson has to leave the game, we'll either see Sherman Brown or Marcus Davis as his backup.
And he's going to get up and walk off slow, so we'll see. No, is that 15? Then that's the 15. Quarterback. Richardson's going to have to come off at least to play, folks. Hey, join the pack. The Prairie View A&M National Alumni Association would like you to join between September 1st to October 31st to lock in the prices for the $60 fee for annual membership. $750, Gerald. Doctor. For lifetime,
for annual?
$750 for lifetime members. Yeah, lifetime members. I try to encourage all of our students. If you donate to the Alumni Association and pay your dues that first year at the $150 level, you can do that the first year you graduate. $150, you're a life member. After that, $750, buddy. Yeah, and then your membership has its privileges. Did you know that a life member for the National Alumni Association gets some free water at the tailgate area? Here we go, right side, another interception coming down with it. Stubblefield to the 50, to the 40. He wants to get inside that end zone, He's and steps back and gets slammed down at the 40. But great anticipation and awareness by Reginald Stubberfield, the redshirt junior from Arlington, Texas. We've got him one more year. Juice Parker's coming back next time.
Yeah. Stubberfield's a good one. We don't want to look too far in the next.
Story Jackson will also be hopefully coming back.
We can have a strong defense come next year with that type of talent and leadership on the field.
Just to remind everyone to follow all of our sports on pvpanthers.com. And our soccer team has moved up a spot in the SWAC rankings. They are 5-1, so they're second place in SWAC. And our volleyball team is still holding the number 1 spot in SWAC. They start another roundup in the next week in Jackson, Mississippi.
Beat Huston Tillison. Oh, man, it's all the way. That looks like it's going to be a touchdown. Caleb Broach, man, with a big run, folks.
Look, I was getting ready to call him Marshawn Lynch.
Man, I'm telling you, because everybody was riding on him. I'm telling you. Sorry, folks. We were trying to call the play and get all the information. We have certain things we have to tell you. Get it all out. But, gee whiz, I was just trying to reiterate about the volleyball team there. Beat Huston Tillison for the first time in, about 4 years?
Mm-hmm. A non-conference game. They are number 1 in the Red River Conference, and we are number 1 in the SWAC. And we've been swept by them for the past 3 or 4 years, and we beat them in 5.
Starks going to keep it and get in the end zone for the touchdown.
I tell you what, Starks gets, the 6 points, but Caleb Broach did all the work.
Wow. But I tell you, man, those Lady Panthers are really playing an exciting brand of volleyball right now, man. You got to come out and watch them. We'll be back with November 2nd, right? I think November 2nd we play Grambling, and I think
November the 3rd, that's a Sunday, and then November the 4th we play Southern. So Grambling first, Southern second.
Yeah, the Louisiana two-step coming to Texas. So the snap is back, the kick is up, and it's good. Amari Martinez getting a little better here. The Panthers up here in the third quarter.
It's a beautiful college with a lot of traditions and a lot of opportunities to go somewhere in life. So my experiences here has been great.
Panther Athletics would like to thank its corporate sponsors: Adidas, Sodexo, Raising Cane's in Cypress, Houston Methodist Hospital at Willowbrook, Pepsi, Holiday Inn Express in Cypress, and Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. Ray has tickets because she supported the team, Gerald, that supports your Panthers, and that was State Farm, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance.
And so 30-0.
30-0. Yeah.
Charles, you were not paying attention, but Ron Leverett showed us from halftime one of the old school Black Foxes pulled up.
Oh, wow.
So they had to attend to her.
She that's not funny. She pulled a muscle?
Yeah, I think so. We have all, the older Black Foxes who come back, older band members. And
there you go. Now, Gerald is saying this, y'all. That's not Charles, it's Gerald. And, but it looks like she might have caught a cramp. Hopefully it's just a cramp. And she'll be okay.
But it's good to see everybody have fun together like that on homecoming.
Ron Leverett knows all the old Black Foxes because he's kind of old. So Sherman Brown, the new quarterback, gives right up to T. Thomas to train.
Did you give him his own
I gave him his own moniker.
The Train?
Well, he's not really a train. He's kind of like I don't know. Let me stop. Sherman drops back the pass. It's caught right in the flats there on the right side. Coming up with it, Johnny Rembert, the wide receiver. Kind of like maybe a Matchbox car, not even a Hot Wheel. You're a Matchbox. Okay, did you have Matchboxes or Hot Wheels?
I had Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels. Yeah, I had Hot Wheels too.
And I had a whole lot of them too.
I did too, man, because I used to have to play on. I didn't work well with others, on my report card. You remember those old school report cards? We'll talk about them in a minute. Sherman throws it around the right side, coming over to play some good defense. That looks like 22 over there on the defense.
That's Cheatham.
That's Drake Cheatham again. The safety coming, putting some power in. The Panthers will get a chance to go and try to score some more points.
Yeah, cover 2 that time employed by Prairie View, coming off the hash. Cheatham that time with a pass breakup. And so that will cause the punt to occur for Virginia-Lynchburg.
Mullins back deep, and it takes a Panther bounce and right around midfield, call it the 52-yard line. You know, I loved my Hot Wheels, and then I started getting all the Hot Wheel accessories. They had a little box that looked like a tire that you could store your Hot Wheels in. And then I got that ever so blessed Hot Wheels racing track. And it was the worst thing I ever got because I got the worst whooping. Not just teasing.
With it.
You ever got a whooping with a Hot Wheel track? Ray? You got a whooping with a Hot Wheel track?
Make you want to take it back, huh?
Yeah. Look, man, got an opportunity to meet Eternity Goree's grandmother. Now, Eternity Goree is one of our sports information students, and I just love her. She is the sweetest thing. Uh-oh, here we go. Starks going back right side, 35, dives towards the 40. But her grandmother, wanted to come to a game. Can you believe her grandmother watches us on Panther Vision?
Wow.
Yeah, and her grandmother, and she'll tell you she old. She said, I'm old, baby, but I watch those games. I was like, oh, wow, thank you so much. And she just loves the way we do the games, and we mention Eternity from time to time. And, I see he's going to be okay. Looks like just some cramps.
Yeah, I told you that this weather here is really taking its toll on Virginia-Lynchburg.
But anyway, I got a chance to see them yesterday. And, man, look, my neighbor makes some good tea cakes. There was a lady named Miss Willie in Lamarck, Texas, who made some great tea cakes. But these tea cakes are some good tea cakes. And look, I bit one, and I hit them. And all of the bros and everybody, they're trying to find out, hey, man, let me taste some of them tea cakes. I'm like, no. And then Marie Linton over in the All Faith Chapel. Are you familiar with Marie and all? Okay, now she makes some great cakes. So I got a pound cake and a Sakatumi cake. It's supposed to be for homecoming, but I don't think they're going to get any. Trips left. Mosley in the backfield coming around the left side. Starks, oh, man, great pass on the RPO. Gets over to Mullins, and he'll be pushed out of bounds at the 20. Gerald taught me about the RPO.
Yep. So for those that don't know yet, you probably already know, but it's the run-pass option. The quarterback fakes the zone one way, runs the other, but he has the option to also throw to the wide receiver on the RPO. That's just one version of the RPO.
Yeah, Eternity and her granny was supposed to come back and have some gumbo and stuff, but they coming tonight to eat some barbecue, I'm sure. Every year, I'm telling you, and I love to do it every year. I always complain and say, man, I ain't doing this no more, and I don't say it like that because I'm so tired and beat down. But, man, just to see our team fellowship like that and eat, and they look forward to it. Gotti and everybody, I can't wait to homecoming because Paul is cooking, and I'm like, oh, here we go. Starks left side and rolls around, picking up maybe 3 yards on the carry. Now, Eternity, you didn't come last year.
You got some more gumbo?
Now let's see.
I do have some more gumbo left.
So Starks on that play picked up the first down, but it'll be right on the 10, so it'll be first and goal from the 10.
All right, here we go. Slot right. Here we go. Left side. Jared Scott, and they go right up the middle. And now, we talked about this. Now let's do some comparison here.
Here we go.
Let me make some comparison.
So what number is covering Scott?
That's what I'm trying to see. That's 22. 22. That's going to be Timothy Edwards. Not Timothy Edwards. Dale Simmons. And he's 5'10".
But Scott
is 6'6".
So that's what, 8 inches?
Duh. I'm not saying duh. Coaches look, they're making some mistakes, but I'm just saying that it's interesting. Here we go. Left side. It's going to be Christian Mosley. He'll get to the 3-yard line. Not quite enough, but 3-step drop jump ball, right? That used to be my favorite play when we got in quick because no one could jump as high as I could. And that's a true story. I could jump real high, so 1, 2, 3, throw it. But bro always missed the pass.
With that old school T formation, I know it's homecoming, and that was the old
wing
That's
T.
that's the Billy Nix.
That's the Eddie Robinson, huh? The wing T.
Yeah,
or was that the 3T?
That was the old school.
Oh man, the
4
3T.
Horsemen Notre Dame formation.
Yeah. You didn't get 3T though. That was the Jacksons, the 2300 Jackson Street. Here we go. Starks gives it to Broach, and Broach will get in for the touchdown. Yeah,
he deserves that one.
Yeah, he deserved that one after that big run.
Yeah,
there on the last series there, and then just because he's been really grinding it till they finding it. And here come the Gold members. The other day, the Gold members were here practicing in the hollaback. And one of them fell with the flag, and it wasn't really funny at first because we thought they were hurt really bad, and then she jumped up and started doing what's the new dance y'all do, pop locking or whatever it was, and that was funny. But no, it wasn't pop locking. I was just trying to see if you guys listening. Amari Martinez's kick is back, and it's good. And the Panthers go up 37-0. Okay, folks, next Thursday, right here at Panther Stadium, ESPN Thursday Night Football. And we're scheduled to broadcast it. Yours truly still looking for a cheap flight to get back.
Get back on time.
Well, yeah, because, it kind of snuck up on us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now the flights are $650.
Whoa.
Yes, $600 to $700. And we're like, well, Ray's tired. Gerald needs to kind of probably regroup. I don't know. Check your local listing. We'll see. We'll see. And it's not because all I got to do is say, Coach, I'm ready to come back and do the game. They'll spend the money, but is it money well spent? We're gonna have ESPN coverage.
That's true.
Okay, it's national.
That's true.
You can also catch it on ESPN radio via the internet. Of course, people want to hear us. So that's what's going to probably make me have to come back because you'll be running late. You'll be coming from college. You're going to be late. Ron Leverrett's probably going to be cutting yards or something or, trying to do some sheetrock or something. Lorenzo ain't going to be nowhere around. I'm going to be frustrated and tired. I'm going to be even meaner. And Ray's going to have an attitude.
Yes.
But she'll be here, though, already, right?
Yeah, but Ray's got – midterms were last week, right?
Yeah, I finished my last midterm yesterday.
Wow. I just never understood why instructors would schedule midterm tests homecoming week.
I had 5 tests this week starting on Thursday, so I spent my first half studying and then spent the last few days testing.
Yeah. Wow. That is just no fun. On the run back, Johnny Rembert. And nowhere really to go. Decent run back, though. Gets back to about the 24-yard line of their 24-yard line. Folks, PV Nation now has a new way to support Prairie View A&M. When you make a purchase at any retail outlet on the Hill, you'll have the opportunity to add a contribution to Prairie View A&M to your final purchase. Currently, all giving at checkouts will benefit Panther Athletics. For more information, ask any register prior to checkout. I'm amazed at the job our interim athletic director is doing here.
Yeah, Coach Alicia Pete. I call her Coach because that's what she's always been, but she's doing a fantastic job.
I call her Coach, too, Coach Pete. I still call her Coach. But, kind of like from halfway inside looking in, they're just doing a great job. You should have seen the hustle and bustle in the administration building, the Prairie View Athletics administration building yesterday and getting tickets. Coach Pete going out to the tailgate, peddling the jerseys and the T-shirts and the tickets and bringing people over to see the facility and those kind of things. And Odie Williams, baseball player Odie Williams is tailgating close to us, and I'll tell you some information that he's trying to do here at Prairie View A&M. Coming up with the tackle that time, Chris Myers, the freshman from right down the street. And, I'm sorry, wait a minute, Myers, there we go, from Houston, Texas. There you go, I'm correct.
Bobbled snap that time, and a big loss of yards.
That's coming down on the tackle again there with the chase down is Chris Myers.
Yeah, Sherman Brown that time just could not handle the snap, and so that's going to bring up a 3rd and about 20.
Kind of can't wait for those final volleyball games on the 2nd and 4th. Man, the Lady Panthers played Huston-Tillotson to 5, and Huston-Tillotson is a really, really good team. And the free play, they're going to throw it deep. The Panthers jump outside, and it's going to benefit the Dragons. But, I tell you, that Victoria Pearson and that Satara Carter.
They're sitting right there.
Oh, really? Oh, man.
They're right in front of us.
Doing great. Tamaria Armstrong doing great. And a freshman sensation, Alexis Marion, Dr. Marion's granddaughter, is playing. It's Tim and Letha's daughter. I've been knowing them for years. And she's going to be real good.
You have to come see her play. She has so much power behind the ball.
And she got a lot of passion. And she made the funny face at him the other day. I kind of liked it because the girl was kind of taunting her, calling her a crab. And she's like, does she do that all the time?
Not I've seen her do it, but she doesn't really get taunted like that. She's not really a person to taunt back. But when she push her, she's going to push back.
Oh, great hitch pass, left side. It's caught almost close to the first down, Sherman. Great job of passing there. Sherman Brown with a nice-looking form there.
Yeah, and it's going to bring up an interesting scenario here. It's going to be 4th and about 1. The ball, though, is on about the 33-yard line, and Virginia-Lynchburg is not going to punt. They're going to go.
They're going to go for it here, 4th and 1. Sherman Brown is going to try to run it, and he does, and gets a first down and more, and up gives it to is that Johnny Rembert?
I think he kept it himself.
No, he kept it. Okay, that's what I thought. It looked like
what
he
happened?
kept it, but Johnny Rembert, when you turn those numbers look together, stop second-guessing yourself, Charles. Golly gee.
It appeared he was going to do a quarterback sneak, and instead he went around the end and really picked up a significant amount of yardage. So he gets the ball all the way to Prairie View's 45-yard line.
Sherman in the shotgun. It just he's going to be better fall on that one. Yeah, they just blown the play.
Right.
Play.
It appears that he and the center are not in sync. The center may have snapped the ball a little early on that. No one moved initially, and so that'll back them up. It'll make it 2nd and about 23, 22.
Yeah. I tell you, folks, I know this is an important game, and, it's kind of out of hand here for the Dragons. So we're just, talking about some life stuff going on here at Prairie View. National Giving. Oh, great catch. Nope, almost catch there by Rembert. We've got some more information about, let's see.
So it'll be 3rd down now, 3rd and 20. Scoreboard showing 3rd and 24. So Prairie View should have no problem. I say should have no problem getting off the field here on this down.
This is the chance for everyone to work on what they're lacking on. Like it may be just one of those games, but this is the game to focus on minimizing your penalties and covering this and covering that. I'm seeing one of the coaches still correcting one of our players. I mean, this is the time to do it, but you also have practice to do that as well.
Well, in games like this, when the game is already out of hand, coaches see this as practice time, actually. And so they'll play guys that maybe they're trying to correct some things. They'll run plays, they'll call coverages and defensive fronts that will allow them to see how players will react. You'll see different people doing different things just to see. Case in point, Xavier Johnson back, a wide receiver for Prairie View, is back to receive the punt.
Yeah, you got a lot of different punt returners back there.
And so, you can have anywhere from Tucker, Mullins, all of them have that ability. But you do want to see what guys will do when the lights are on, as they say. And so Prairie View at this time, the offense will go onto the field. Let's see personnel that goes on considering the score and there being 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
And it's going to be a timeout called here on the field. Virginia-Lynchburg wants to get a break, and we'll take it with them, folks. 6:01 left to play in the third. The Panthers up 37-0.
I'm Tyler Gordon. I'm a sophomore from Chicago, Illinois.
Welcome back to Prairie View A&M University's Panthers Stadium. Starks keeps it, run pass option. It's caught. Oh, man, is that 87 Rector? Yeah, 87, man. Jeffrey Rector, man. That was off to the races.
Yeah, he was trying to run before he had the ball. Just as simple as that. He really wanted – he had green grass in front of him. He was already making a move before he was able to reel that one in. So to bring up 2nd and 10, Starks with it in the gun. Starks quick pass that time to O'Connor. And
that'll be close to the first down.
Let's see. The spot's going to be the determining factor. He's going to be just a little short. So it'll be third rather, and less than 1. A lot of personnel, different personnel groupings on the field, on and off for Prairie View A&M in this game. Starks with it now. That trips formation with the tight end to the backside for Prairie View A&M.
Here we go. Handoff right up the middle. Is that 3? Is that a new Panther that's checked in, getting some time? Looks like number
3.
3, yeah.
Antoine.
Yeah, Antoine hadn't seen time in a minute.
He's a freshman from Port Sulphur, Louisiana.
Gets it again. Antoine stopped, maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage.
And so he's got a few carries. Coming back into the game at running back will be Christian Mosley. So give us 2nd and 9. Prairie View A&M still with the sort of the foot on the gas, at least in terms of running the no-huddle system, and guys coming in and out, still trying to score here, up 37-0.
We don't have like our starters in there, but I see that we'll have 1 or 2 starters out there, and I want to see how these guys can gel together.
Starks going deep, Scott, with his 2nd touchdown of the day. That's what we've been talking about all day long.
Foot on the gas, and Starks finds Big Scott, 6'6". And that matchup, when you go one-on-one and a guy's 6'6", he's just really hard to deal with. And he got behind the defense, and that, again, as Charles mentioned, 2nd score of the day for Scott.
And he gets the high five from the coaches, everybody with their little pop on the head. Man, guys, I'm so excited. You know, Ron Scott and John Scott, his mother, his uncle and father, oh, man, I keep forgetting his mom's name. I call her Sissy. She went to Prairie View. But they're very good friends of mine, and I'm kind of a catalyst in convincing Jared to come to Prairie View. And one of my focuses when I talk to him, because Ron said, "Hey man, I want you to talk to my son, man. He's thinking about coming to Prairie View. You know, he's got a lot of places looking at him." And, you know, there are rules and regulations for recruiting. I just can't go to say to Prairie View, you do this. But because I got a relationship with his parents, I think I could say, hey, man, let me tell you something. Our community is not respecting nor living in our legacies. Your mother, your father, your uncle, your grandfather, both your sister, cousins, from John, and then 2 other cousins graduated from Prairie View. This is a family dynasty. You're talking about your lineage here. I'm talking about you making history as an athlete here, as a superlative athlete. And the way you're going, you're probably going to get a shot at the next level. You got to realize what's in front of you. Here we go. Back left side, and man, got a nice little pickup of speed there is Jeffrey Lambert.
But Charles, you're so right in terms of talking to, you know, potential student athletes here. You know, there was a time when, you know, schools would try to say, oh, don't go to your HBCUs. You won't see them on TV. Well, now we're on TV
We're on
just
TV
about
now.
every week. So
yeah.
Those days are long gone. And, you come to Prairie View, you still get the exposure that you would get. And for guys that are looking to try to go to the next level, you can still go there from here.
Yeah, Scott having a big game today. And that was one of his questions, his exposure as a 6'6" receiver, and he got some speed too. I didn't want to mention he has a 3.8 grade point average. Here we go, left side, right up the middle is the Train. Is that Mr. Train there getting in there?
That's him.
Yeah, that's running back Thomas T. Newman, or is it Thomas Newman? Because look, let me show you. They've got some names printed, first name, last name on here, and then some of them they've got the last name first. Go down there, you'll see. I'm not just throwing rocks.
Interesting.
Sherman still the quarterback, standing at about the 20. He's going to throw the flare right. Nobody's going to keep it now. The RPO. He's going to keep it and holding, and man, here comes the flag, and the official threw it right there. Who's that being held there? Is that 66 or 56? Yeah,
56.
That's 56 being held on for dear life there.
That's Joshua Crawford.
Yeah, he's what number? Yeah, they're holding I don't know what.
Yeah, he drew the holding penalty, so they're gonna take that back. We'll replay the second down, I'm sure, and let's see the spot here. 10-yard penalty.
It's a good-looking boy you got here, Gerald. Of course, I've never seen pink.
Eye black.
What's it called? Eye black? I called it glare black.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, but it's because of the
breast
cancer
month.
Yeah, that's why.
I'm saying I've never seen it. My wife would love it. She's going to eat him up when we get him over there, and she sees the pink glare paint or something, whatever they call it. Here we go. Sherman drops back. Oh, man, wide open across the middle. He's going to keep it, though. Gets to the 15, tries to shake, dives for the 20, and falls at the 21. Wow.
He picks up a little of the yardage that was taken away on the holding call. So he's going to bring up 3rd and 12 here. 3:05 remaining in the third. 44-0 Prairie View on top.
So, little Jerry, what kind of barbecue you like? What I mean? He's like, what do you mean?
Like chicken,
ribs. There you go.
He's a real man.
Like ribs. Oh.
He's a real man. Gerald is very, very smart. He's kind of an exceptional IQ, has exceptional intelligence. So we tease him all the time because he'd be setting the curve in the math class, and people wanted to beat him up, but that's another story.
You talking about that Gerald? Or
yeah,
this
his dad.
Gerald?
No, doctor over here.
Doctor.
When people call you back and say, "Hey, would you like another doctorate degree? We'll pay for it." And, that kind of stuff. Gee whiz. So you got to at least assume the kids are smart too. But their mother is very smart. So they used to have math contests. I'm gonna leave that alone. And here we go.
And back to the game.
Back to Johnson. He wants to pick it up bad, and he does. Oh, man. That one man, he's got all kinds of running room down there. Yeah. He's quick enough to beat number 9 coming on the angle, and he's got nothing but running room. But, yeah, we used to have to tease your mom and dad all the time. And so I know who the disciplinarian is in the house. It's Trina, because Gerald kind of laid back, Trina. She's from Bryan. We got an injured player out there, too.
That's the punter, I think, for...
Well, there's no flags.
No flags, but the punter is down.
That's number 61. I'm sorry, Braden Taylor.
Yeah, I'm not sure anyone – I don't think anyone touched him. I really think he went down, maybe could have been a cramp.
He just tired of playing.
No. It's hot out here.
It's hot out here. They beating us 40-0. I'm hungry. All this barbecue out here. I think I'm going to tell the coach I'm going to stay down here and catch the Greyhound bus back to
here for sure.
Yeah, speaking of fried chicken, Gerald.
Yes, sir.
You missed the fried chicken last night. Ron, you know what? Everybody came and got a plate that's in here except for Mike West.
And where is Mike?
He's down there working our video. He better be. Here we go. Right 7, Mosley gets to the 30 and starts at the 32. Flags on the play.
So we got another Virginia-Lynchburg
Yeah, they're
Dragons
cramping
down.
up, man. Yeah, man, this heat and
It's
humidity.
the end of the third quarter. They still got a whole fourth quarter to go, so they need to
They
chuck
got-
down
they
some
got a
pickle juice
whole
or
lot-
something.
And Prairie View just
Number
running out there
6.
like they've been revived with Vibrant.
So Stokes, his name is Keir Stokes. And
Penalty was on the defense.
That means too many men on the field.
I know it.
Yeah.
I know what it.
I'm sorry. I kind of feel like Sheldon Cooper talking to Penny. Sheldon Cooper plays bongos. That was hilarious on the broadcast. You missed it. Yeah, we was. I forgot somebody made a reference to. Oh, I remember now. We were talking about double hits. Oh man, my goodness! And that poor black fox. Looks like she's gonna have to get some fluids.
so 1st and 5 now for Prairie View A&M, but another stoppage in play.
Okay, they're gonna review it to see if they did have. How many you saying I can't count? And I'm just teasing.
Right.
Trying to see if he got off the field in time. I'm sure that's what
Right.
it was.
And so they're just going to check and see if there were 12 men on the field. So that'll bring a stoppage in play for a little bit.
Well, while they're reviewing that, I'm going to review this real fast. The Southwestern Athletic Conference Roundup starts on October 25th in Jackson, Mississippi, and it ends October 27th. So it's all weekend.
The championship is in Mississippi, right? It's on Valley, November 18th. Did I remember that right? I think I sent you that email. I got a good memory sometimes, Gerald. I'm not that old, but try to see when the last time Ron Leverett could remember my birthday.
Leave him alone.
I give him the hardest thing to remember, my birthday.
You talked about his memory, his eyesight today. What else are you going to talk about him? I'm going to defend him.
Talk about him.
He well, I can do that because it's kind of like my big dog, so I can mess with him a little bit.
Well, he's starting to become my big dog too.
Oh, see,
so,
no, I can't give him up. Ron goes everywhere I go. Ron used to go. Now there's different reasons now. Ron used to go so he could keep me out of trouble.
Had a different purpose back then. Huh?
Yeah, now let's see. What? Okay, yeah, so there were too many people on the field. But now me and Ron go, we just sit around and drink coffee like old men. Sit around, talk about politics, drink coffee. The Ron will work, though. Ron still got a little pep in him now. I mess with Ron, but shoot, Ron, I can depend on him more than I can depend on Lorenzo. And I'm giving him money all the time.
So 1st and 5 from the 35 for Prairie View A&M.
Mullins gets the quick pitch, looking for a hole and opening. Great pursuit from the backside from Virginia-Lynchburg.
And so they're going to spot it just shy. They're going to give him the first down on that. So 1st and 10 at the 40 for Prairie View A&M.
Where were these calls last weekend? I'm just wondering.
Goodness.
Yeah. One of the friends of ours said, yeah, you let that one slip last week. I'm like, well, you know what? I tell you what. No, they will. They're in. Here we go, right side, and Antoine gets a great run, a good strong run. I'm sorry, Ahmad Antoine did. Sulphur, Louisiana. I don't think Lorenzo is on the sideline. Lorenzo's probably hiding from Daddy because he took his mama's phone last night and we couldn't find it, and he had it. Trips left. You ever take? I was asking little Gerald. Little Gerald, you ever take your mama's phone? Your mama from the switch, era. I don't know if you ought to do that. Here we go, coming around the right side, and is tripped. Is Antoine? He tripped himself.
Now they came up with the ball. Are they going to give them the ball? Let's see what happened. So they're going to call him down.
All right, they're paying attention here. That's going to bring up a third down now and call it 7.
Let's see if Prairie View snaps this before the end of the third.
10 seconds left to play. They need some rest. No, they're not going to snap it. They're going to just get a little rest.
So the end of the third, Prairie View A&M Homecoming edition.
Well, one more quarter in this homecoming football game. Charles Porter, Ray Wortham, Ron Leverett, Alex Goodwin, and Michael West, special guests Gerald Moore Jr. and Trey Edmond. Stick around. We'll be back with more exciting Panther football on the Prairie View A&M University.
It's a beautiful college with a lot of traditions and a lot of opportunities to go somewhere in life. So my experience.
Starks drops back again, wide open. Is this Jared Scott's breakout game? Yes, it is. And they give it to it. They're going to, he caught him at the 1. Come on, man. Give this one to Scott. This is his breakout game. 2 touchdowns for Jared Scott and another big one. I want to replay. Call a replay on this one.
Yeah, that could have been 3 touchdowns for the big guy.
Wow. And, I'm going to be messy. And start texting his dad and mom and they watch me. They watch all my Facebook posts.
Oh no, a bad snap!
A bad snap after such a big play, and Starks gets back on it with his speed. But wow!
These guys got to learn to. They have to learn to gel together because they don't have their starters out there, or not even just their starters. Maybe 1 or 2 starters are there, but they still need to learn how to play as a team.
So remember, you don't have Danny Garza in the game, who is the starting center. And so some of these miscues we're seeing is probably just due to inexperience. You've got some of the more experienced guys have been taken out of the game. So now we're going to be, 2nd and goal from the 23.
Starks gets it to Mosley. Mosley gets 6 yards. 6 yards on the stop at number 20, Lamont Thomas.
So Mosley will come out, and into the game goes Ahmad Antoine. And we'll stay in the 4 wides. Let's see. Now, Scott got us all the way to the 1. Let's see if we can go right back to him.
Double slot for the Panthers. Mosley, the single setback, wide open there to the right side is nobody. No one was there.
Wallace had the separation. The pass was a little off. And so it'll be 4th down. Let's see what we do.
13-12 left to play here in the 4th quarter.
I thought he was going to go for it.
Martinez is going to get an opportunity for a kick.
Which may be a good idea. I mean, let him have this
confidence boost.
Right,
Yeah.
Live
come on. And that's just good coaching, man. When a kid is in a slump, you keep going at him, saying, man, I believe in you.
Like, hey, guy, go out there. You can do it.
There you go. And Martinez snaps back, kicks up. It's long enough.
No good.
But it didn't go through. Golly gee. So that's okay. I keep going with him. The Panthers.
I noticed that Mullins and Martinez both are not satisfied with the hold, so maybe that has something to do with it.
Hey, folks, exciting Panther football continues this Thursday as the Jackson State Tigers come to town. Panthers will play on ESPN3, is it, Gerald? We'll check it out, ESPN3, and be on national television for Thursday night. That's exciting Panther football on ESPN Thursday night right here in Panther Stadium. That's a live promo. I like to call those live promos. How about that? Put a little music in the background, and there you go. It's going to be on ESPN3 or ESPNU. I'm thinking it's going to be on the U.
I can check on
Sherman Jackson bobbles the ball and it's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
ESPNU.
It'll be on the U. So
6:30.
National TV. So that's another factor.
Right.
Everybody will get, but everybody don't have cable these days because I've got a smart TV right now with I put on the air, and I had about 20 free channels. Well, you can watch it on ESPN. You sure can.
See, I don't have all that cable stuff. Mine kind of plugs into the wall, and I'll get like hockey, softball, and everything else but football. I have all these sports channels except for just that one.
Oh, man, great job of threading the needle, and what courage there by Johnny Rembert, and a first down on a hookup from Rembert from Sherman Brown. But, yeah,
that was a very nice throw, very accurate throw in between 3 defenders. He'll get a first down for that. And so with 12
I mean, that's
remaining,
just really saying I can throw a bullet.
Right.
You know?
You got to have confidence to even attempt that. So, good throw that time.
Trips right. Sherman drops back, throws the receiver. Well, I guess it was an attempt at a receiver screen.
Yeah, but no blocking on that.
Yeah.
Another Lynchburg Dragon down.
Chris Myers teaming up with Darius Campbell to make that stop. And, man, it's so hot out here. And that barbecue smelled good. I didn't really eat nothing during pregame. And I smelled chicken and fish. And, look, I tell you, some of the tailgating going on out here is just unbelievable.
And I think that was Joshua Gray, the wide receiver, who actually the screen went to, but he's down injured. It's not his lower extremities, which is normally good. Charles, you may be right. He may just.
And he getting some water and just rolling over like, man, yeah. Wow. Gee whiz. Ray, you got any updates on any scores around the Southwestern Athletic Conference? I'd be interested to see if Texas Southern if Southern has jumped all over Texas Southern. Wouldn't that be a happy fluke for us if Southern beat TSU? If TSU beats Southern and then Grambling beats Southern down in the.
Well, Jackson State and Mississippi Valley are tied 21-21 at the start at the fourth quarter. And Southern is beating Texas Southern 28-21.
Wow.
With 5 minutes and 48 seconds left.
Still a game.
TSU starting to find their groove, Coach McClinley. They're not getting blown out like they were in a few games. And Sherman throws that one away.
And one of our sideline football players caught it with one hand, and looks like that guy's like, "Why don't you do that in the game?"
Oh wow!
He was like, "Where'd that come from?" It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I tell you, Ray doesn't play with him. Ray will tell him exactly what she thinks, and they respect Ray because they know Ray can tell it all.
And they keep taking my sugar from my house to make them some Kool-Aid when they knock on my door. They owe me some sugar. And I keep telling them, you got to bring it back. They drink a lot of Kool-Aid.
So we just got some third quarter stats and player of the game. Jared Scott, 4 catches, 145 yards for 2 touchdowns.
Across the middle. Oh! Whoa! Stubblefield on the hit, and man. No helmet to helmet, right in the chest, and somebody's gonna probably need some oxygen. There's De'Aaron Johnson, one of the running backs. Man, Stubblefield is back. Wow, man.
Look,
I'm surprised he got up from that one. I thought, but I guess he hit him right in the chest. Perfect textbook tackles.
Right.
Perfect forearm tackle.
No targeting, just a good, clean hit.
Man.
And the other guy didn't get hurt, so I like to see that.
Wow, right in the center.
And
it's caught. And is that 7? Is that Mosley or 1?
That's
Tucker.
4.
For Johnson.
Xavier Johnson that time on the kick return. And he'll get just a couple of yards. They're going to spot it on the 36. So that'll be Prairie View A&M's starting point for this drive. 44-0 Prairie View A&M. About 11 minutes, 10:59 exactly remaining in this game.
Look at all those people just walking around Panther Stadium and everything, not in the stadium. I charge them a surcharge, $1 surcharge. But if you're not coming to the game and you're just coming to have fun, you need to be $5 cover charge.
New quarterback for Prairie View A&M, Shane Lawrence, 6'3", 205-pound freshman from Cedar Hill, Texas.
Ahmad Antoine picks up, call it 3, maybe 4. Come on in here, little Gerald. Start getting some of this early.
And
we're waiting for something. Oh, the play. Panthers watching that clock.
so you've got a lot of freshmen now on the field. Checked in at wide receiver Marvin Young Jr. He's a 6'3", 200-pound freshman from Grand Prairie, Texas.
Lawrence gives it the left side on Ahmad Antoine. Oh, they try to manhandle them, and he ends up manhandling them. Coming up with the tackle for the Dragons, number 15. It's going to be Jeffrey Richard. Is it 15 or 16? Jeffrey Richard is 15.
So it has to be 16.
Got to be 16. Dude. We already sent him packing. Sorry. Folks, women's volleyball will be hosting the Grambling State Tigers November 3rd. That's to celebrate senior night. First serve is set at 5 p.m. Running around the left side, Lawrence with a little speed. Picks it up for the first down.
So the offense still moving despite the substitutions. Checking in now for Prairie View A&M, number 44, Justin Jones.
By the way, the kickoff for the football game Thursday is 6:30, right?
That should be a real big student game.
You know, we were talking about just schools in general and about the student involvement when it's time to go to games and stuff like that. And everybody seems to think winning cures all. But heck, we've been winning the last couple of years. At least playing exciting football. And you were right, the whole visiting side of the football field is gone by. A lot of folks gone out the stadium and set their homecoming out for a little while before going home. But the weekend, tomorrow, the worst part of homecoming.
The aftermath, going home.
Well, yeah, it's going home too, but the worst part is cleaning up and packing it all up. I feel like I moved when I came home here. I'm not kidding. I had a U-Haul and 3 trucks of stuff to go to. Well, you'll see when you get over there.
Look at that. And it's packed over there, too, so. So Prairie View A&M marching down. A lot of substitutions, but still clicking on offense. 8 minutes even remaining. Shane Lawrence at the helm now.
Lawrence in the shotgun. Gives it right up, keeps it, runs it right up the middle, and gets close to the 10-yard mark, maybe the 11-yard mark for the Panthers. They're still on the drive. 2nd and 5 for the good guys.
And you can see the coach is still really involved in this game in the sense of trying to coach, continuing to instruct. Again, using this as a teaching tool. So Lawrence with the trips left formation.
Ahmad Antoine in the back field with him. Antoine gets it, willing himself across the goal line for the touchdown.
That was a good, strong run that time by Antoine. Those last 2 or 3 yards, he really showed some power on that one. So that'll bring the score to 50-0, pending the extra point.
Now, is that his first touchdown?
Yes, of the year.
Yeah, I see all his teammates over there giving him props.
Yeah, they're all excited about it. You know, these guys fuss and fight like brothers and sisters, but I tell you, man, when it's good, they're loving everybody.
But, Charles, you know this. You spend the majority of your time with your teammates. And so, you know, when one of them does well, you just love to see it.
Last night, and you know, it's strange. Our athletic director is my classmate. It's my line sister. I guess I'm telling our business. But her and her line sister, Lynn Snell, came over last night along with Thomas Monroe, a.k.a. T-Row, the hero, and Greg Montgomery from Wilma Hutchins came over to my tailgate. And got a chance to see Steve Wiggins today.
Oh, yeah?
Man, a lot of my classmates and teammates here for homecoming, I was telling them, saying, man, we got to do something. We got to start our own endowment or something. So, you know, we should have done it, but we need to do something to get back to the university.
So 5-yard penalty on the extra point. So it'll be a little extra long for Martinez.
The snap is back, the kick is up, and yeah, it's good. A 37-yarder for Amari Martinez, and another confidence booster here in Prairie View's Panther Stadium here. 7:07 left to play, 51-0. The Panthers are on top.
This is
We're back live here in Panther Stadium. Martinez getting ready to kick it out. Prairie View A&M Athletics would like to thank Dr. Seaberg, Dr. Zalimia, and Houston Methodist Orthopedics and Sports Medicine at Willowbrook for providing medical coverage at tonight's game. We want to thank Mary Gilmore at Amazing Awards in Houston, who has taken care of our apparel. We're going to get some purple shirts too. But our new Panther Vision shirts with Amazing Awards there on the left sleeve, and Adidas on the right sleeve, and Panther Vision up top in the patch. Not just some of that old silkscreen, Joe. Yours is right over there.
All right.
And, finally got our shirts in. I want to thank Miss Mary Gilmore for coming on board as a sponsor of Panther Sports, and was doing some negotiating, and I think she's going to stay on for the rest of this year, football season and volleyball season, and then we'll chat with her for basketball season. I'm trying to get her some warm-ups. You got to see the sweet PC tie that she made. She does all of the Panther Club stuff, right? And you got to see the PC tie that she did. Makes you want to be a PC girl. Waiting on you. Waiting on you.
So,
I thought he had hiked the towel. Did you see that? Wow. Gee whiz. Who is that? Is that Stubblefield? Who's that been on line? That's 56?
We've got wholesale substitutions for Prairie View A&M, of course. So
is that Joshua Crawford? Okay, here we go. Oh man, how did he miss that tackle? He got out of that one. And now,
but won't get out of the rest.
No, you won't get out of that one, man. I tell you.
So the defense today pitching a shutout, not allowing Virginia-Lynchburg.
That's a new quarterback, Marcus Davis. From somewhere in This Is America.
But we know he's 5'11", 223. And he looks like he's not doing too well.
Timeout for Virginia-Lynchburg. We'll stay here and talk about Ford is a proud sponsor of Prairie View A&M's homecoming this year. You can visit your local Ford dealer to experience the 2019 F-150 built Ford tough, built Ford proud. And I say that with a little zeal, Gerald, because
you're a Ford.
I'm Ford truck man.
You're a Ford
That's all
guy.
I am. I'm Ford truck man. I'm just so very blessed to be able to live this way. I have a 250.
You got a big boy.
I got a big boy. Well, I got a big trailer, where I work, and people like, oh, wow, man, that's all nice. I said, man, but you got to have these tools to do the job I do. If you don't have those tools, you can't do this job. So, little Jerry, always be prepared for your math tests.
And English, huh?
Man, that English test is, I'm telling you, I'm just teasing. I want to send a shout out to Braun Bryant at the Prairie View A&M University Post Office. Braun grew up across the street from me. And, our folks got play cousins and uncles and nephews and brothers and sisters. But we were really close. Me, him, and his mom and sisters and brothers and his extended family. His uncle, Bull, Kenneth Hayes, and I have been best friends forever. And good to see him out here working as the postmaster for Prairie View A&M.
So 4th down for Virginia-Lynchburg. They're going to be forced to kick.
Wow, that's Mullins. I was going to say, wait a minute. Is Gerard Scott going to come running back a punt? That 9 looked like an 8 for just a moment until he stood straight up, and then you can see with a 9. Yeah, that's Mullins. Looked like an 8, though, the way he was slumped over and camouflaging the rest of that 8.
And they almost blocked that one.
Well, the kicker, number 61,
he's out.
Is out of the game. Number 61, Braden Taylor. So that time, Joshua Gray just got it and just kicked it. Kind of like a sorry round of kickball.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe he got about a 15-yard punt.
Yes, sir, Ron. The quarterback will do it? Okay, the quarterback's going to run to the end zone on the first play of the game.
He said
pass it to the end zone.
So Shane Lawrence is in at quarterback for Prairie View A&M. Let's see if Ron's prediction is correct.
Here we go. Lawrence gives it to Antoine around the right side, and Antoine picks up 4 on the carry. Yeah, Ray, we're looking at you looking.
Just making sure.
And clock.
Well, exciting women's basketball, Gerald, is right around the corner. Gadi Wadima is all excited. I tell you, I've got eye candy, man. You used to see all the comments I get. Ray came over to the tailgate yesterday, and some of the bros that watched Panther Vision was like, man, she's just as pretty as in public as she is on television. I said, don't be telling her that. We don't have to hear that all. She's not going to say that. She's just going to flip her hair.
He did. I will.
So we are winding.
But I really enjoyed seeing them come and enjoy a tailgate with us last night. Somebody had to help. Well, I'm going to leave that alone. 3:46 left in this one, folks.
And this one's winding down 51-0. Prairie View A&M on top. And essentially just trying to run this clock out on homecoming.
Folks, if you'd like to sponsor exciting Panther Vision sports here on the Prairie View A&M Panther Sports Network, give us a call. 832, I'm sorry, I'm about to give everybody my phone number, 936-261-9100. Ask to speak to LaTanya Thurston. You can email me at charles_43@yahoo.com. We'll get you all the information you need, and you can be promoting your business right here at Prairie View A&M. How about that?
Here we go. 4th and 1, Prairie View A&M, and
Quarterback keeper right around the right side. Somebody else wants to score. Everybody wants some touchdowns there for Prairie View A&M. Shane Lawrence I'm trying to look down there and see where Dwayne Tucker is.
He's down there. He looks fine. He's been running around with that towel. Look at about the 50-yard line. He's walking and talking.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Cheering his teammates on and helping them make the corrections that they need to correct.
What a class guy.
Isn't that something when one of your best players is just into it and wants to see everybody do
If
well?
not the best player on the team. I mean, we've got some heck of a defensive players, but he's all around good.
Ball that time at number 36, Trevor Banks, 5'9", 175-pound sophomore from Bolingbrook, Illinois.
Man, you really didn't realize we had that many people on the team from so many different places. You get used to a select few, and everybody getting a little time here today. Checking in Jalen Byers, a wide receiver. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong one. That's going to be number 80, Marvin Young Jr., a freshman from Grand Prairie, Texas.
So we're in victory formation now, so won't see another normal play here in this game.
So the Panthers taking a knee here to try to close out this contest tonight.
We may have to snap it one more time. Yeah, we'll snap it one more time, and that'll be it.
Yeah, that's going to be it. Folks, want to remind you, exciting Panther Vision football, Panther sports will continue this Thursday as the Panthers take on Jackson State. You can catch that game on ESPNU, or you can go on ESPN.com and download the free app. And you can also catch this game free. And we'll let you know. Check the Panther Vision website, www.pvpanthers.com, and we'll let you know if this broadcast will come live. The Panthers with a short week here in Pantherland. Folks, no post-game show today. It's homecoming. We're about to go and